Hello, this is Grandma's Gone Gaming. I'm bringing you a new build, not really a tutorial, but it is for an inspiration for a friend on our forum. His name is Chris, and he he uses a different platform than we do. He's not using the PC. He's using a game console. So he wants to have something to go by to build a house that he wants to put his Sims family into. And it's a very large house in this case. Might be a little smaller, but I went with a plan that's plenty big enough for them all. They have 3 children, so it's he and his wife and 3 children in the Sims family. And it's going to have 5+ bedrooms, 5+ bathrooms. It's all on one floor. It has some extra stuff in it that I may or may not use all of, but I'm not sure. Since we don't have cars, I had thought about not putting on a garage, but I think I'll just put an empty garage. We may get cars at some time, and he may be able to use that and just, make extra space out of it. I'll be showing you my steps towards putting the floor plan together, and I'll have links to getting the floor plans for you, Chris. They'll be in the description, and I may put them up on the screen as well. Probably just in the description, though. Then you'll be able to look at the floor plans. You could print them out or at least look at them online as you build. And so I needed to have somebody that had a lot of money to go in, and this is going to take a lot of testing for this floor plan. So I picked up this guy out of my Builder 2 world, which is an empty world except for the brand new world that we have, which I'm not building in. I'm building in Windenburg because it has, I think, the largest lot. So I just picked him up out of the Sims, what is it, the family gallery. And he had a different name, but I have named him Architect. So yeah, that he is our architect for this build. So I'm not changing his clothes or doing any of that kind of stuff, but I have given him some new traits. He is a mansion baron, wants to be a mansion baron. He has business savvy. He is creative. He is self-assured, and he is a perfectionist. So he's going to work hard to get this house the way that it should be, because we are going to actually decorate the house. We're going to put the furniture in, do some landscaping, do all that kind of stuff. Because then Chris wants to try to duplicate it when he goes into his console game, which I have no idea about how they work, but he assures me that they can do everything that we can do here. So this is a fairly simple plan. I'm going to go ahead and show you now, because I have it set up to not only do the game, but it will also, what do we have here? Oh, an owned business? No, he doesn't have a business. This is a residential lot, which, I'm going to have to go to build to show you that. And over here you can see it's empty lot, and over here you can see that it's residential. And I'm going to set it up to have, I think it's going to end up with 7 bedrooms altogether. So we're going to type that in here. And I'm not sure about the bathrooms. We can change this later on, but I think there are only just a few less bathrooms than there are bedrooms. Might even be some extras. So I'm going to go ahead and just put in 7 at the same time here. The traits, it's going to be built as a family house. So let's pick a trait that has, okay, we're out on the ocean here. We don't want to plan it for pets. I have pets now. Got it at half price almost, but that's good. Bracing breezes sounds good. Oodles of fresh air make for bracing environment to exercise. So there's kids in the family, so that should be good. Child's play, we'll do that for the second one. And convivial, probably, it's spacious but intimate feel. I don't know that it's going to be that intimate. All the bedrooms are pretty much in one wing. Play areas are in another wing. And then your center of the house is your activities, your daily activities, kitchen, living, dining, and the office. So let's see. It seems to be pretty well laid out. I really like it. And the porches in the back all connect everything You can get into just about any area of the house from the back porch, and has a beautiful front entry. So all stuff that I think I can do with fairly simple roof style also, and just one floor. Okay, so let's just check and make sure if that's what, maybe it should be good schools for the third one. Local school is great. Kids seem to get high grades. Yeah, that's a good place for kids to live. Bracing breezes, child's play. Kids just seem to learn faster here, and they have good schools. So that's, since we can only use 3, that's what we'll do. And then we close that there. And then we're going to go back into live mode just to show you that I already, Mr. Architect, who is the builder and who will transfer this over to somebody at some point, has already been paid a substantial retainer. He has $1,008,000 in his pocketbook with which to build this very large house. I hope this land is going to be big enough. If not, we will definitely just be changing the way this looks, because we do need a lot of space for it, but I can alter the floor plan. There again, the numbers for the floor plan will be up in the definition, but right now I'm going to go to those. The first one that I have up here, that's our website right there, but this is the way the house looks right here. As you can see, it has a very nice front presentation. I will try to do at least some of this driveway area and the landscaping. We can definitely put in some similar flowers, trees, bushes, stuff like that to this. As you can see, now this probably has solar panels up here. We don't have that, but we'll just put in a regular roof, and it is going to be a pretty simple roof line. So Chris, I think you'll be okay with that. We'll just bring them down. I'll show you how to do that. At least with what I'm not sure what you have to work with your console, but I'll do the best to show you how they are moved about and changed on the PC. So that is the front page of it, which is the front entry, and then the floor plan, which this is going to be on our flat area. This is facing the front here, and then we will do these angled rooms. I love that you can, everything in TS4 can really be done very well on 45-degree angles. So that's perfect. This will fit in very nicely. The studio is being left off. I have not figured that in, and the porch will end up here or come around like this one does here. Perhaps we'll see how it goes. This was here considered to be an outdoor area with that went on to the games room out here. So it might go that far. It might just go right here. Could add the studio if there's enough room, but I'm not sure yet. The garage could be left off and just have this kind of an interesting looking shape here. I'm hoping you're seeing my cursor. I think you should be. If not, you can kind of see for yourself how it goes. The master bedroom is over at the left, top left corner here, and then we'll be putting the main bedrooms extra down here. In fact, all the bedrooms are here. So we have the master, we have bedroom 2, 3, 4. This playroom will become 5. The guest room will become 6. And then if we use that one, it will be 7, probably. And that could be, it could be a studio, or it could just be a 7th bedroom. In the main part of the living area, we have the office, or Dan. In this case, Chris talked about maybe having a man cave, so the guest room could be that, or the office could be that. There's a beautiful foyer that it goes right into the dining room here, and into, this is going to be a step down living area, and the porch and everything are actually going to be down at ground level. I'll show you how to do that, so that this is going to be inside of the foundation actually. Here, when we first set it up, it won't look like it, but you can see that this has little stairs that go down in there. It's a sunken type of a living room. We aren't worried about vaulted ceilings or anything like that. We just have regular ceilings in The Sims 4, and they're all flat. So I can't do anything about that. Okay, this nook will probably end up being the dining room. This shows a dining room here. But I'm kind of thinking this might become, I'm not sure yet. May end up with this whole dining area open here, but I'm not sure how that will all work out. We'll see. This is bathroom extra stuff comes off the garage here, or off of what could be just driveway and carport area out here. Yeah, so then family and games, just put that all together into a big great room area probably. And yeah, and pretty simple really, shouldn't be too hard to design. As usual with the Sims, we're going to have to make sure that we have big enough hallways, this gallery area, and the skylight system up here. Oh, that's what that is in that picture here. That is actually skylight area. So yeah, we can't do that. But that's okay. We can just extend the roof up there. It's not a problem. Okay, so I'm going to go back into then The Sims 4, and I don't want to keep these episodes going for too long, but I did want. Oh, I wanted to show you the other thing that I'm using. I have the spreadsheet which you can download. The link for that will be in the description as well. And this is one that I have converted into an open office calc, but I will upload the spreadsheet that is the Excel spreadsheet, which is what I've done before. And I have already filled this in here for the master bedroom, and taken the numbers off of the floor plan and filled them in here. So we have the master bedroom being at 18 feet by 15 feet 8 inches, and that resolves over here to sim squares, which are 7 and 6. So it's 7 foot wide and 6 foot deep. The bedroom 2 is 12 by 13, resolves to 5. It's going to be close in there somewhere, pretty much square. Same with the bedroom 3, the way it comes out in sim squares is pretty much the same size. So it'll be a 5 by 5. Also, bedroom 4 turns into a 6 by 4, and bedroom 5 is a 5 by 5. And the bathrooms are squeezed in there somewhere. So they may get changed a little bit. Since they are our smaller bedrooms, they don't have to have double beds in them, and they don't have to have a lot of accoutrements. A lot of their playroom stuff is going to be out on the other side of the house. So just the minimum just for bedroom and sleeping space, more than their personal space. Personal play space rather. So anyway, those are all there. Office we'll have the computer and all that kind of stuff in. Guest bedroom might be set up, might become a second office. So we put in. I wish we had a Murphy bed. I don't think we have a Murphy bed yet, but it would be nice if we did. Then I could set that up that way, but I don't. But it can be set up with a bed over to one side or something, and then also storage space, that kind of stuff. Then all of the other rooms are sized here. Now what I do when I make this is I set this up, and then I fold my paper. I print it out, and then I fold the paper over so that all I can see is the listing of the rooms and the gray area, which is the sim squares. I don't need that stuff that's in between there. So I'm going to show you what that looks like when it's folded. I'm going to hopefully just delete these columns. Well, then what it does is you see here where it doesn't show the value anymore, but when I fold it, I see this and I see the values. So I could just type those in for you and show it to you, but I'm just showing you what I fold it to. So it's pleated. I fold that the gray part over to the line where it shows just the room names. So that's all I do, and I'm not going to save this or anything. So right now I'm going to go ahead and close it, get it out of my way, and I don't want to save it. I just want to go ahead and discard it. I could always set it up again if I wanted to. Okay, so I have that on my desk here in front of me, so I can use that. Let's see, I don't have to keep Mr. Architects. I listed what he was in case I didn't have it up there in front of me, which I decided then to have him there. So he is here, and he doesn't really have to do anything. A lot of times if I have a sim that's going to be moving in, what I'm going to be there to supervise, because he will have to do some testing. I think what we'll do, since we have the living room stuff up here, we will go ahead and find some comfort. Oh, it's right there. And we'll give him a couch, or maybe some outdoor seating. That's what we'll do. Something that looks fairly comfortable, perhaps. Maybe some lawn chair stuff here. He can actually take a nap on this, and that green looks like it'll be fit right in here. So let's just take him over there and get him out of the way. And we can have him sit right there and make him go there. And that's a long way to go, so he will definitely get there quickly. Once he is sat down, there we go. He can mostly just consult his blueprints from over there. And I decided, since this is kind of a country home, that I went with this mailbox, changed it out for the regular mailbox, and for now it's just sitting sort of halfway, midway. Now I sure wish that Sims 4 had what do you call it, dimensioning, which the Sims 2 ended up with and Sims 3 started with, and they've done all this beautiful stuff to help us to build things, but no dimensions. I mean, if you're going to draw out a wall, it would really be helpful if it would tell you how many squares you're going. It doesn't. It just tells you how much money you're using. That doesn't interest me. We're going to have enough money because we'll give him more if he needs it. So you just kind of have to decide. A lot of times what I do to find the center, and I do want to find the center on this one, because basically we want our living room and the foyer in the center. So we're going to start, it won't let us build a wall. Actually, we're going to build a fence instead of a wall. We're just going to take this this one right here that is the fence for window shopping, and we're going to make it, I think it's already black, so we'll just go with that and make it so that we can just draw it out. And it won't let us, oh come on, gotta get to the corner. It won't let us go all the way to the corner with it. See, we have to start here. So what we're going to do is just go diagonal. Okay, I need to be here where I can right click and move it. There we go. And that is not going to go all the way, I think. Come on, we need to go out a little bit more. There we go. Oh, it will go maybe completely from corner to corner. Okay. Alright, goes right to there. And then we're going to cross that. We can make this a lot smaller, actually, but it's more helpful to be able to see what we're doing. As long as you, with the mouse, I don't know how to build it that way and do that on the console set, but what you want is your center right there, right? And just for right now, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of put that in there, and we'll do building around that. But then I'm going to go ahead and hold down my what do you call it, key, the control key, and whatever you have to do in the console, just to go ahead and erase out the other lines. Right, starting from here. I used to do this a lot when I was setting up worlds for out of SimCity 4 for Sims 2 building. Made it a lot easier to know where you're going with this. I don't always want to start exactly at the center, but this one is already going to be the L's, or the wings are going to be a little bit off center anyway, so it's still going to have plenty of variety. And I just want to know, basically, we need it to pretty much be in the center. We want to have a nice big driveway out here, and as it looks here, we want to be sure and have kind of a curving driveway out in front of it. So, it's set up with here. I don't know why they would have set it. Okay, yeah, see, the dock comes in here at the beach, so I guess they kind of, this is really silly for them to go here to be the front, which is trust EA to do something like that. There's really no way to get up except through the trees here, although they made a way, if we're actually in the world, to go up here. So I thought the front of the house was going to be over here, but that's one reason I put him in right now, is so I wanted to see which way the front of the house should go. Because you can go ahead and try to set the front doors. It really does not work well in The Sims 4. It gives you the option to do it when you're in build mode, but it really won't change anything. See, now over here there's another way that, no, there's actually no way up over here at all. It's all walled in like ruins, cliffs, so here maybe, but that's a lot of walking around on rubble. So, but that's where he chose to come in. So trust EA to do something like that. Okay, so now that we're set up like this, we have the center where I can begin building, and our architect is right here sitting on his bench. We have the mailbox in. We have established that we're going to build this house from here. So I'm going to go ahead and end off this episode, and when I come back in episode 2, we'll begin laying out the floor plan, just using the grade dimensions for the rooms, and we'll start back there with the living room, which will basically be the same size as the foyer, and it will go out from there. All right, so I'll see you in episode 2. Thanks for watching this one, and bye for now.